Hi there, welcome back to the Pointless Podcast with Carter and Ethan.
It's been a while.
It's been a solid 4 months. I looked at our last episode. We shot it in September, and one of the main things in our title was back to school.
And it's definitely not back to school anymore.
We're already in the second. Well, you're in like exam season.
Yeah, I'm
I'm already a quarter of the way through my second term of university. So,
but yeah, a lot has happened. How have you been? Tell me about just how you've been.
Life has been pretty good. I think things are going well. School's going good. Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting.
That was
great.
Well, look, I'll get into story. I need my memory jog. It's just like in general, things are good. When we get into talking, we'll have stories.
I don't know. I've been okay. I mean, nothing really big has happened. I mean, I after summer, everything kind of just goes downhill because it's back to the norm of life. Like
boring.
You just go back to normal, which kind of blows.
Fair enough.
But Fair enough. As we're filmmakers, a lot of good movies have come out in the past while.
Lots of good movies. It's been, like I said, it's been 4 months, so there's lots of things we can talk about here. And so we're going to start with movies. We've got this huge document full of things we can talk about. So this should be a jam-packed episode. Okay, so we'll start with movies. First on the list, we have Knives Out.
Which was amazing, I thought.
I loved Knives Out.
I thought it was amazing.
I have to say, it's got to be one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I put it in my favorite. I put it in my top 4 for a bit, and then I watched a bunch more, and I kind of got knocked out. But I still think it was almost a perfect movie. I love mystery movies.
Yep.
So I felt it was one of those movies where it's like it was one of the first movies I'd seen in a long time, where it like didn't make me go like, you know what I mean? Like where you kind of like get to the end and they like reveal the big twist, and usually you're like, okay, that's a cool twist, but it's not feasibly possible.
Right, it's not as satisfying.
But somehow, even though it was so like nonsensical, it somehow all came together. Which was weird.
It was just a roller coaster, that movie.
Yeah,
like
it switched genres basically.
Yeah, it switched genres because you start with like basically just a basic whodunit murder mystery, and then it gets into like weird like crime thriller, and then it goes back to whodunit by the end.
Yeah,
like you have no idea what's going on. It's a very plot twisty, and it just it was a ride. It was a ride. It was a very enjoyable.
I thought the main actress at first was kind of like annoying, but she got really good over the course of the whole film.
I felt that. I was like, oh, I did not expect her.
And
I
was watching this movie that she actually started in acting in like Spanish soap operas. I found that out today, which I found interesting. So she went and then her last role that got her into Hollywood was Blade Runner. Did you see the last Blade Runner? I thought that was really good.
Oh, okay.
The cinematography in that's really good, and Ryan Gosling getting it because he's.
That's Ryan the other Gosling. Thing. Of course, that's the other thing with Knives Out is the cinematography was really well done.
Oh yeah, and the shots were so nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of cinematography, this is kind of like off topic, but I watched Gemini Man the other day. Do you know what that was?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, you shouldn't. But it was the Will Smith one where he's like fights himself.
Yeah.
The shots, everything are in focus.
Really?
Like it looks like a video game because nothing's out of focus.
Oh.
It's really disorienting.
That's weird. Huh.
And young Will Smith is disorienting as well.
Of course.
Because he's fully CGI and they have a fight and he just looks like his arms are like
it's like very...
it's like rubber.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The cinematography for Knives Out was... Because it's the same director and like crew that did Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Which I haven't seen yet.
Which you haven't seen yet, but... controversial. It's my favorite of the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend who said he really liked it. I want to see it because I feel like I'll like it.
Yeah, I think you might. It depends.
I know I like Star Wars. I've just never been like...
You're never like big into it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like at one point, like I feel when I was younger, I was really into it. Yeah. But I was never... I don't know. I was more just like a... Well, I don't know what I was really into when I was younger. Like movie-wise. I don't even know what franchise.
It was always been Star Wars for me since I was a kid, which is why it's part of the reason why I don't hate on any of the new movies and stuff, which lots of people do. It gets lots of hate, the new Disney trilogy. I kind of just don't let myself hate them because I don't want to... I feel like it would be rude to my younger self. Almost every other movie, I don't treat them like that. I would critically... assess a movie, but with Star Wars I refuse to let myself not like it because I just want to keep that like that childhood thing that I loved. I don't want to hate it because it was always something that I loved so much. Anyways, yeah, the most hated Star Wars, probably one of the most hated Star Wars films of all time, is one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. And the director and cinematographer in particular were the same ones for Knives Out, and so I thoroughly enjoyed.
Do you know who the cinematographer was on?
His name is Steve Yedlin.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did a really good job.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies I've seen in a while is Jojo Rabbit, directed by Taika Waititi,
Oh, I love
which was amazing.
So good.
I thought, going into it, I thought it was going to be a little bit stupid, but
Yeah.
somehow it was good.
Somehow it worked out. I mean, we all love some good Nazi jokes. And,
Yeah.
I
mean, one of the best characters of all time now, in my opinion, is, what's his name? Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Where he's just
whatever
like,
his name-
one of my favorite things is there's like explosions going on. I mean, just like, it's a bad time to be a Nazi.
Yeah. It's just, that movie was so good. Like, oh my
I really
God.
liked, what was it in it? There's a scene in it that everyone didn't like, but I really liked it.
Which one?
Was the one where they come in and search the house for Jews, and it goes
Oh.
on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like awkward like that.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a interview with Taika Waititi, and he said the idea for that scene came because he always wondered, like, because you know how everyone's like Heil Hitler, so they wondered if like every time you walked into a room you had to do that or saw a new person. So they brought, like, he said he basically grabbed as many people as he could for the scene, and because he thought it would be so funny if like he had 20 people walk in and then to
and
the
all
kid
do
and
that.
all of them have to be like Heil Hitler, and that shot went on for like a minute at least.
It's so good.
I don't know. I like that scene, but a lot of people were like, "It's the slowest thing ever." But
No,
I
but
don't know.
I think that's the kind of, I don't know. I enjoyed that.
I thought that was funny.
It was hilarious. All around, that movie it had like a good balance of like comedy and also like a good like story, and I think it was, I don't know. I enjoyed it.
And Taika's just good.
And Taika Waititi's just, what
He's
a guy.
great.
What a guy.
Let's just move to New Zealand.
Let's do it.
I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, actually.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I've always wanted to go
There's
to
so
a
many
lot
places
of-
I
Yeah,
want to go,
know,
but
exactly.
am I ever going to go there? Who knows? We'll
Yeah,
find out.
Probably not.
Next up on the list of movies,
Is Joker.
Joker.
What do you think, Joker? You saw Joker way before I did.
saw Joker-
I saw Joker last weekend.
I saw Joker, oh God, months ago.
Yeah. What do you think of Joker?
I loved it.
I didn't.
That's what I figured.
I didn't love it. I'm not going to say it's bad, but I didn't love it.
Yeah, me and Ethan talked about this before. We didn't give each other our opinions on Joker, and he said that he had strong opinions on it, and I said, I feel like I probably have different opinions than you. And here we go. And as things have played out as we thought they would, So I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was just okay. Also, I thought it, to be honest, the first thought, like, what was the first thing you thought after you saw the movie? What was your, like, first
I was.
thought?
What's your computer?
I don't know, it's just vibing. It's one of the pop-up
The
ads.
pop-up. Anyway, sorry for the disruption. Ethan's computer is just having a good time over there. Anyways, when I came out of the movie, I don't know what I felt. I felt disturbed, but in the best way possible.
The first thought, right after the movie ended, the first thought was, this shouldn't have been a Joker movie, to me. I was like, this could have been
Like anything else?
a 5-star movie to me if it was literally just a story of Arthur. And Joaquin Phoenix did it. You know what I mean? Like, because it didn't really run with a lot of the story that came with the comics, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just there's no point in having it be a Joker movie then if it doesn't use the source material at all, really.
I don't know. I kind of like that it was like a fresh take on it.
I mean, I don't know. I just thought, I'm like, fresh take. It could have just been anything then.
It could have. Yeah, that's true.
I thought it was good, but I also thought, like, in my opinion, with Joaquin Phoenix in it, if I'm going with a 4-star rating, it's about a 4-star movie, 3.5-star movie. But if you took Joaquin Phoenix out and just made it someone else who's a good actor, would it be that? No.
Probably
I
not.
don't think it's that good of a movie. I think Joaquin Phoenix, it's the Joaquin Phoenix show. So I
agree with that.
think he deserves Best Actor.
Yep.
No, I lied. I want Adam Driver to win, but I think he probably will win.
I
I haven't
think-
even seen Marriage Story. I just like Adam Driver.
So do I. I love Adam Driver. So good.
But I just think that, like, the movie shouldn't be completely carried by the actor, because I thought the color grading was really nice, but I thought everything else was just like, it was okay. I don't think it deserved 11 Oscar nominations.
Yeah, I don't know.
And in my opinion, from what I've seen, almost all the Best Picture nominees, and I think it's one of the weakest of the bunch.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think I agree with that. I just think in
If it
my
wins
opinion,
Best Picture, I riot.
yeah. I don't know if it needs.
Also, I thought
like,
Knives Out should have been nominated for Best
Knives
Picture.
Out should have been nominated for Best Picture, and Knives Out should have been nominated for Best Cinematography.
At least it got nominated for writing, which it deserves.
Yes,
it should
writing
win
does.
that. It
Because
should
was
win that.
a Best Original Screenplay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which I hope it wins. I'm really rooting for Knives Out.
Marriage Story got
Marriage
nominated
Story.
for that
There's
too, I think.
the thing is,
But I
there's
heard a
always
lot of
gonna
Marriage
be.
Story was improv too.
I heard that it was not improv
Really?
at all.
Maybe
I heard that it was
maybe.
very scripted, and even though the scenes feel, because some of the big like argument scenes go on a long time, and you're like, there's no way that they memorized these lines, that did this.
Really? It was all
scripted. And I watched the scene, and there's a version on YouTube that is the scene, and it also has the script underneath it,
that's cool.
and it follows along, and you can literally see that with the like. Here and there, like a tiny little tweak to a line, just like a natural way of, like a different way of saying it. It's word for word exactly the same, and I was thoroughly impressed at how much
That is impressive.
how well they did. Because when you watch that scene, it's hard to watch, honestly. Like, it's, I don't know. I'll maybe we'll talk about it in the next episode once you've seen it, and we can actually go into it. But it was, I don't know if I would watch Marriage Story again, just because it's a really slow movie, and like it's not like, wow, that was like my favorite movie
I
of
didn't
all
like
time.
slow movies at first, but I've kind of like
I
look at it as like my English teacher. Oh my god, Ethan's quoting a teacher for once in his life. But and my English teacher said something that I found interesting. Is he said that he was like, when you read, sometimes he reads a book, and it wouldn't be enjoyable if you read them. If you just read them, like I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna chill out, read a book. You have to like really look into them, and I think it's that the movies don't feel, oh fuck, the camera stopped. Just keep talking.
Okay. Okay. So basically, every time we shoot a podcast episode, the camera stops, and we have to go and do it again. And we're back. So if you're listening on Spotify or any other thing, you didn't notice a difference other than me talking about it. Anyways.
What was I saying? Oh, I was just saying that my English teacher, he says that sometimes when he reads a book, he has to like he said if you read it just like on a surface level, it wouldn't be enjoyable. And I find slow movies aren't slow if you're constantly looking at things. But then you like it's a mind workout to watch a movie,
Right.
which is, you don't always want to do, and that's why you can't always watch movies like that. But
Right.
but like the way that I find to make them not slow is to really like pay attention to them.
That's
and
fair.
stuff.
But yeah, I think Marriage Story, it was, I really enjoyed it. It was a slow movie, which is why I don't know if I would necessarily like watch it. It's not like a movie I would want to watch over and over and say like it's my favorite movie of all time. But there's certain scenes in that movie that I would watch over and over because it's just so like Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver killed it in that movie. That movie felt real. There's something about it that was just like, it's so depressing, and you're like, but yeah, this is how real life goes. And there's something about it that there's just little things, and you're like, that's how like a real family interacts, not like a very like played up like family in like every other movie. There's something about that movie that just feels real, and that's what I really liked about it. But anyways, what's next on the list? I see cats.
No, we're not going to talk about.
We're not going to talk about cats. We talked about it a few episodes ago when the trailer came out.
I heard. Okay,
movie
the one
came
thing I
out.
will say, I heard that they released an unfinished movie. Do you hear that?
That's what I heard as well.
They had to release a VFX patch.
Yep.
That's, oh my god.
Yeah. Also, it got something like 2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Sick.
So it's like right up there with the Emoji Movie.
My fave.
That's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to say
Yeah.
that everything we predicted about that movie when we talked about it when the trailer came out came true. That's the only reason I put it on there. I just wanted to say we were right. Everything that we thought would happen with that movie happened with that movie. Thank you. I haven't gone to see it yet. I was going to go see it just for the bit with
Maybe
my friends.
we'll watch it together.
Oh my god, we should do that. We were gonna go see it, and then turns out in our city it is out of theaters.
Yeah.
It didn't even make it a month in Winnipeg.
Perfect.
But yeah. Anyways, we'll close off our movies thing. I'm just gonna talk for a second about The Rise of Skywalker, which was the last movie in the Skywalker saga. I'm not gonna use any spoilers. You need to watch The Last Jedi, and then you need to go watch Rise of Skywalker. That movie, you were talking about movies being a mind workout, and The Rise of Skywalker is that, without even like looking into it. Just the movie itself, that movie is a lot of movie for one movie.
I've heard a lot of mixed stuff.
There's very mixed things about it. I didn't like I said, The Last Jedi was still my favorite, which is very controversial.
The biggest thing I've heard is that it should have been a 4-hour epic.
It should have been a 4. I would watch a 4-hour movie, and I don't know. I think it was there was parts
or
of it
at least
that,
make it a 2-parter. Fuck it.
yeah, maybe honestly.
Big Hollywood movies are great at making 2-parters. I was surprised Endgame wasn't a 2-parter.
Well, it was a 2-parter.
I know, but like I was surprised like they didn't like straight up make Endgame
Itself a 2-parter. Yeah, fair
yeah,
enough.
like they didn't make Infinity War and then Endgame
Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be insane. It'd be like a whole 3. It'd be a trilogy just to tell that story.
I mean, but they could have done it. I would have watched it.
We all would have went, would we not? Yeah. But Rise of Skywalker, honestly, it was. I need to go see it again to fully decide my opinions on it because, like I said, I never hate on the new movies that much because I always find something. I always love them just because as a kid I always did, and I refuse to not love them. But that movie, there was so much going on in that movie that I don't know like if I really liked it or if I just thought it was like a good movie, because there was so much going on. So I want to go again now, knowing the entire story and not having to focus on like all these like major plot points and really kind of just take it in. Then I can decide, hey, maybe I like this better than episode 7 or 8 or whatever. But yeah, it's just a lot of movie for one movie is what I'll say. And now the Skywalker saga is done. They are not telling stories of those characters again in movies, and
until they need more money.
I hope that they keep their word and end it, because it's nice to have a conclusion.
So next up we have TikTok, which now you've hit 100,000 followers.
Yeah, as of like October.
Because like what were you at in the last video?
In the last video I was at somewhere around 30,000,
which is a big jump.
It's a big jump.
But you also haven't been posting.
I haven't posted lately. But I did hit 100,000 followers in October, which was insane.
Actually, sometimes I think now, because I see sometimes I'll like people I'm following, I'll think they're like massive, and I'll like click on their account, and I'm like, Carter has more followers than me. And I'm like,
yeah, sometimes
what the fuck?
I don't know, but yeah, it's I need to get back into TikTok because I stopped over the holidays. I needed to take a break. I was like, I'm going to take a break from school because exams are done. I'm going to take a break from TikTok as well. I was like, there was that bit of burnout, and I was just like, I don't know. And I need to get back into it. I've been telling myself I'm going to get back into it, and then I just can't make any videos. I just don't feel it. But, oh my God.
You just died.
Sorry, I'm good. I just need to find, like, I'm running out of jokes, you know? I need to like just sit down and be like, here's a video, and like plan things out. But right now I'm just like, I'm in a weird, it's like writer's block.
Well, I mean, we were both burned out around the end of TikTokalypse.
Yeah, so that's the other thing is the series that I have, TikTok Apocalypse, which if you don't follow me on TikTok or watch my stuff, my kind of big thing that drew in a lot of people was a very cinematic, like, nicely shot for TikToks, like really, like, I don't know, my sentences aren't working right now. It was a series. It was basically like a zombie apocalypse, except you replace zombies with TikTok memes, and it was really good in the beginning, and then it petered off, and it was getting like kind of repetitive.
And we were just getting tired of it.
We were getting tired because there was a lot to shoot.
It was once a week, and like, you know, you had to like, you know, even though they're so short, Carter put a lot of effort into editing them, and then we put a lot of time into shooting them, even though they're so short.
They're 60
and
seconds,
also we're awful at time management.
Yep.
So what could be a hour shoot turns into a 3-hour shoot because we start running into walls.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a fun experience to do them.
It was good. It got a little bit like, I don't know where to take the story.
And I didn't want to do it anymore. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I didn't either. But
I hadn't even been doing it as long as you had.
Yeah.
So
it was just like, it was really good in the start when I like had fresh stuff to do. People were really into it. But yeah, I think we ended off on a good note. We ended off with a good finale. It was far more interesting than the previous ones have been. But, you know, one day maybe we'll bring it back when I can come up with a good storyline that we can do.
Maybe in the summer.
Or something, because we'll try to bring it back at some point, just not right now because we need to recover from all that work.
Oh God.
So in general, just lots of stuff on TikTok, just burning out, and I need to get back into it. That's the moral of the story. Anyways, so next thing, bad dancers only. So Bad Dancers Only. I'm a part of this group. I'm actually, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm repping some of the merch.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm not.
I'm gonna try to turn around.
Don't knock over the lights.
You can't even see it, but I've got
This is awful.
It says Bad Dancers Only on the back, and on the front it says, around this nice little sun here, it says Life is a Festival. So Bad Dancers Only is a nonprofit organization, and all the proceeds, when you buy things on their website, all their sweaters and hats and other little things, all the proceeds go to mental health research. And so basically I am part of this sort of like subgroup within Bad Dancers Only, and it's a group of people from TikTok.
You're an influencer.
It's a group of influencers that basically we kind of like
that rep sweaters,
that kind of rep their stuff and
you have
promote
been repping
it. Yeah,
it's been like 3 days. You haven't
it's
taken
been
that off.
Yeah, I know I haven't taken it off yet, but it's okay. I wear shirts underneath, so I'm clean.
You sleep in it. You bathe in it.
Yeah, I bathe in it. Yeah, I'm also repping the nice Life is a Festival bracelet.
I don't have mine on.
But
Carter gave me one, but I don't have mine on.
Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is go check out Bad Dancers Only. It's for a great cause, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, this sweater's actually nice.
Yeah, they're really nice, actually.
I buy it, but I only wear skate wear because I'm an asshole.
Ha.
So this is how it be. And so the one thing I found funny, I was actually watching over our last episode, right? This is a segue into our next topic. And I was watching over our last episode, which is called Carter Goes to Uni, or like school, back to school.
Everything about that.
So within it, I was almost gonna quote you, but I didn't write them down. But a lot of them were just Carter going, "Oh man, I love uni. I just love the feel of it. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this year." And then just me being like, school is shit, which still stands. But but I think Carter took a little influence from me. So you want to tell them about what's going down?
Basically, here's the deal. I'm not going back to university next year.
Yay!
I am. Is that gonna be good on the mic? Are you
I
clapping
don't
like that?
fucking care.
It's gonna spike a bunch. I'm not gonna go back to university next year, or at least I'm not going back to continue what I am currently doing, which is Faculty of Science. I'm actually gonna be moving away, and I'm gonna be going to film school. So
you're not allowed to move though. I'm sorry. You have to do your online classes.
Yeah, so that's exciting. So I'm going to finish up this term in my science courses at university, and then I have been accepted, and I'm going to film school. Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm
cool.
going to have about a 10-month summer break before I move, which is in about just over a year. I'll be going. And so that's exciting. I'm going to actually get to pursue super fun stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Going to a film production program, so I'll basically be learning and studying directing, cinematography, producing, set design.
A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Post-production, like fun stuff. Yeah, all that kind of behind-the-scenes stuff. So
Which is big. It's a big jump from science.
It's a big jump from science.
Is there any microbiology courses?
Unfortunately, no. But speaking of which, microbiology is actually my favorite course this term. I really enjoy it, and that's the thing, is like I still enjoy science and I enjoy learning about it. I just don't think that that's necessarily what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Which is valid.
That's why I am gonna peace out of here and go to film school.
I don't know. Maybe I'll join you. Who knows?
Maybe you'll come and join me. That'd
be kind of wild. Living in Gastown, vibe it up.
Oh yeah.
But
anyways,
my school stuff is. I mean, it's okay. I do a lot of classes online this semester. It's really nice. Yeah, I do online gym, and then I do online bio.
Okay.
Online bio, which I haven't studied for at all. Hopefully my teachers don't watch this.
Fair.
I don't.
Ethan's teachers, if you're watching the podcast or listening to the podcast, Ethan is definitely studying, and our camera just shut off. So we're gonna go fix that. Give us one moment. Ethan's actually going to study right now. So yeah. Oh, and look, he just finished studying, so he's actually going to come back and sit down, and we're going to continue the podcast.
That's all the studying. Okay, but I have 100 in bio. Why do I need to study? I don't get it.
You're fine.
Yeah, because if I got a zero in my exam, which I'm not, I'd get a 75.
You're fine.
Yeah. So, and I'm not going to get a zero, so it's fine. That's how I always rationalize exams.
Yeah, that's how I feel this year. In high school, I was never like that. I went super hard. Here's the thing: I went hard in high school, and I don't go as hard in university because I burnt myself out in high school. I
Just
should have done
stupid.
I should have done it the
Have
other
you
way
seen
around.
Booksmart yet?
No.
It's kind of what Booksmart's about.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should have done it the other way around, you know? Just get through high school. Do good. I'm not saying slack off.
What if
but
I drop out? I'll wait till
No.
19.
No.
And then move out.
Yes, good plan.
Do you want to come? Wait, I was kind of going back to it, but do you want to come back after you go to Vancouver?
It depends how things go.
Like if you like Vancouver, like say here's a hypothetical. You love Winnipeg, you love Vancouver equally.
I don't know.
I think your dad would beat you.
Yeah, I don't know if my parents would necessarily be happy about that, but I might stay.
Be a rebel.
I might stay. I don't know. That's the thing.
And the thing is that, but the only thing about coming back to Winnipeg is we have connections in the film industry.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm gonna play it by ear, and
I mean,
by the
but
time
really,
I finish,
really with film, you kind of just move where it takes
Yeah.
you. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's like the hunt. You know, you got to
Yeah.
move where the animal herd is.
exactly.
So wherever the film is, you got to go.
That's
But
kind of how it is. So I don't know. I'm gonna play it by ear. If I finish my program and I graduate out of there, and I'm feeling like Vancouver's the place to stay, or if I'm feeling like Winnipeg's a better way to go back to, then I'll make that
I
decision.
think I'll probably end up studying either what you're doing or VFX or something.
Right.
I don't think I could do politics for the rest of my life. I don't know yet.
That's how I feel like, it's like something you like.
But also,
you're-
it's so much money going to VFS.
yeah, it's very expensive.
Like I don't mind. I don't know. I need to get money. Money's such a thing where it's like you almost like do you know what I mean when I say like it almost doesn't exist, like it kind of like in your head like you see the number 35,000 and you're like, it's just a number, right? But
Yeah.
like it's once you really think about it, like
Yeah.
it's a ton.
Yeah.
So it's like,
true.
but it's like when you're just like thinking like you buy a sandwich, it's like 10.
Right.
This,
It all adds up.
it all adds up. It's like it's not real. It's like
Yeah.
something. It's like something that's like it's not tangibly grabbable in a lot of
Yeah.
situations because we all use cards now and stuff.
Yeah, that's the other thing, hey? Is you're just like, oh yeah, boom. I just
Yeah.
bought stuff, but I didn't really think about buying it.
But I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't know how I'd get that money. I mean, maybe I could find a way to get scholarship money from something. But
Yeah,
I don't
that'd be
know.
nice.
I don't know. I have
Anyways.
to figure it out.
see what happens. But yeah, so that's exciting. That's what's going on in the next year or so.
You've been editing a lot. Speaking of film,
I've been editing lots.
how have you been doing
Here's the
that?
thing. We had these projects because, like we've mentioned before, me and Ethan work at a film studio, and we had these final film projects that we did with the kids in the classes. Basically, there was a whole bunch of two-person scenes, and they were all the same scene. So we had to
Except
film
mine,
and
'cause I
edit
just
them.
shot mine really
yours was shot
annoyingly.
differently, but still. I had to edit all these scenes, right? There's a lot of kids at the studio. I love my job. I love filmmaking. I love editing.
We both love our job. I think I'd die if I had another job.
Oh, for sure. You know
Even
what I
if
mean?
Neil
Like-
doesn't pay us, it's okay.
Anyways, I love it. I love doing this stuff. However, this project killed me. It was repetitive, and it like mind numbing.
Every night
just-
you'd be like, I can't edit
It's like,
anymore.
hey
Ethan."
Carter, what's up? I'm like, editing. Next night, hey Carter, what's up? Editing. Hey Carter, what are you doing tonight? You want to hang? Editing.
Yeah.
Always.
It's pretty
It
sad.
was like, yeah, I don't know. I love editing and I love filmmaking, but that ain't it, chief.
You live a pretty sad life.
That was a little bit rough for me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's all I had to say on that. It was quite rough.
But you want to go to questions then?
Yeah, we can move to questions.
Okay.
While we move to questions, I want to talk about my ASMR mic.
Oh my god.
I wrote it down on the thing, and do you like ASMR?
No.
You don't like ASMR?
Okay, wait. I was watching, Binging with Babish.
No,
Really?
I don't.
Man, you're weird. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, he's just a cooking guy, but I noticed something. I was in my bathroom today just listening to it while I was like getting ready, and every time he said a word with an S, and he's like a popular YouTuber, my my phone would like shake basically. It was like like it was so annoying.
Oh my god.
Pissed me off. But yeah, I hate ASMR because it's weird. It's weird.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy it. Some of it weird. There's some weird stuff out there that I can't sit through. Some of it I enjoy. It's relaxing. on that note, what I really want to talk about is the fact that I just bought a tiny ASMR mic. It's not an ASMR mic. It's a tiny mic that you plug into your phone. And it was $12 at Kohl's, the bookstore, not the other Kohl's. And it's fantastic. I can send people Snapchats in ASMR. And that's what I love about it. It's just everything. You eat food, you just hear it perfectly.
I'm gonna block you.
I'm gonna only respond to you in ASMR.
I'm gonna block you. Yeah. Okay. So
we're
questions.
gonna move into questions because we got questions on Instagram.
Okay. Wait. Here's one. This one just has podcast hiatus. Do you want to talk about the podcast? Why did we take 4 months off?
Because we never found time.
Exactly.
Hey Ethan, let's film a TikTok apocalypse video. Cool. We should also film a podcast sometime soon, shouldn't we? Yeah, we really should. Let's get together and do that.
And then
never
it just
happens.
Never happens.
We always have so much on our plate, and we just never get around to filming podcast episodes until I said, Ethan, we're podcasting this weekend. Let's do it. And we did it. So here we are.
Yeah.
We're just busy. That's all.
Here, what are a couple? I'm just gonna.
Do you have any good ones? I don't know. Mine,
yeah. Okay. Here. What's your favorite movie of the decade?
Oh God. Of 2020? Of the 2020s?
No, not of the 2020s.
Of the previous decade.
Yeah.
So anything from 2010 to 2019.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Mine's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It came out in 2010, so it just cuts.
It's
my favorite movie of all time. So
I don't know.
It just hits.
I have no clue what it would be.
Well, that's pretty lame of you.
I have tons of favorite movies. I just don't know if I have like my top favorite movie is definitely this one. I don't know.
Okay, what else is there? There were actually. Okay, I saw one that was actually good.
Oh
no, we have Ben's.
Oh,
you want to do Ben?
Shout out to Ben. Ben is our good pal, and he sends us the best questions, which I will not read, the one that he gave me, because it's a little bit too controversial.
I like this one. Would you rather only be able to speak in Spotify ads, or every time you sneeze, you shit yourself? What's up with him in Spotify ads?
Wait. When you sneeze?
Yeah.
I would pick that one.
What? I don't think...
Okay, listen. Talking in Spotify ads, that would be the worst.
Try Spotify Premium.
See, how would you have a regular conversation if if you have to sneeze, just go to the bathroom. If you have to sneeze, just go to the bathroom. It's not that hard. I choose the second one. I would find a way to live with that.
Okay, wait. Here's an actual question. I've never seen an actual question, I think.
Wow.
But what are some tips you have for writing short films and filming them? Which is like an actual question.
That's a question, but I don't know because we try to do it and it never works.
Okay, but for like writing shorts,
yes.
I've been writing a lot of shorts lately. Literally, the thing is, Carter could write a lot of shorts, but he doesn't write things down. I think the biggest thing is like my whole notes are filled with ideas. Like the whole thing is just because I'll write down even like a scene idea or a line or anything, because you can work off anything.
Right.
And like, just look around. Like for the writing process is just use real world events. Mm-hmm. Like almost all my films that I've written have been based off around one or more real life events amalgamated into one thing. Like I started writing a rom-com type thing, and it's just a bunch of stories from people that I've heard.
Right.
Like my friends, people that I know will probably love it because it's literally just their stories just amalgamated into one thing.
Into one thing. Huh.
So the best way to do it, I think, is real life, because the biggest thing with cinema is you want it to be real, and what's more real than real life? So basically, like I've literally wrote down things that people have said to me, because I just like, so you always basically have to be on thing, and just getting it shot is, do you know about the movie The Florida Project?
No.
Okay, well, it's by a director named Sean Baker. But he was saying that, like, he made me realize with filming it, you can't even stress about it fully, because the thing is the Florida Project was shot in 35mm film. It was an amazing movie, came out in 2017, it's perfect. But his first movie was entirely shot on an iPhone. And it was good. So after I watched his iPhone movie, I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm like, where are my excuses?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause the problem is people are always like, oh my God, I don't have the right equipment, I don't have this, but you have friends, like if someone walked up to me and was like, can I borrow your camera? I'd say yes. Yeah. Like if I knew them a fair amount,
yeah.
I don't care. Because the thing is like, you can always figure out a way to get it done. Yep. So the thing is, you have to always, to sum up what I just said, for the writing process, be alert, use real life, and then for filming it, don't stress. Use what you can. Ask friends. That's what I say. Boom.
I don't even know if I could add anything to
Boom.
that.
Mic drop.
I think my answer was going to be nothing because I don't know how to answer questions properly. But now that Ethan said all the things, those are I completely agree with those. Yeah, I don't know. I try to write stuff because I don't write stuff. It's a problem. So that's my 2 cents is don't do what I do. Do what Ethan says. Because I haven't been successful doing what I do. So that's my answer to that. I actually looked through these and I have nothing that like...
Well, that's sick.
Pineapple on pizza?
We already done that.
I think we did, didn't we? I like it.
I don't.
You don't like it?
No.
I feel like we haven't talked about this now because I don't remember you saying that.
Oh, yeah, I don't. I don't like... I don't really like... Okay, but I don't have anything against pineapple being on pizza. I don't like sweet and salty stuff, really. Okay. So that's just like a preference.
That's fair.
It's not really like a demonize anyone who likes it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no offense to any of you sent Instagram stuff. It's just like most of them we've already talked about. So like.
But yeah. You want to leave them with any remarks?
I don't think so. Only thing I have to say is go try the Big Mac bacon at McDonald's.
Oh God.
It's a Big Mac. There's bacon on it. Bacon.
But yeah, I think we're gonna start doing these more. Hopefully
more frequently.
Hopefully doing more, and we're gonna be starting a lot of more content coming soon in the year.
Yeah, and
really, we have a lot more projects coming out.
Yeah, we have other things that we're planning for in terms of like YouTube things and
then we'll send them
projects.
Out when they're done and stuff.
Yeah, we'll update people. Not that a ton of people are listening to this podcast. I wish more people were listening, but that's okay. That's okay. We're still gonna update the few people that are listening, with our up and coming fun things that we're planning.
But yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to yet another podcast, and the camera shut off. But,
so this is a perfect time.
So it's a perfect time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye. Perfect timing for it.